here. Something's not right. Gotta look around. Might be hiding nearby. Fresh footprints. Johnny ran through here, fleeing something.
All the shit that was after him, I imagine. Can I meditate to get some health? Yes, excellent.
Johnny, wake up.
What? Who? Oh, Witcher! You frightened me. Thought it were those vile hags.
Killed a few near your den.
The crone sent them to punish me.
Get on the crone's bad side?
I told them off. They don't like it when you tell them off.
Why'd you do it?
Wanted to help Gran. She's always been good to the children. Would have been the doldrums out here without him. She'd have died of boredom. Begged the crones not to hurt Gran, but they were angry she'd let the children escape.
So you saw what happened to Gran?
By happenstance, Gran mixed some poppy seed and ash. Went by to help her sort it out. Mother Nature gave me small hands, see? So I can do it easy like. Working away we was, separating seeds from dust. Out of nowhere, Gran cried out. The mark on her hand started glowing. She yelled at me to hide. I crawled into a chest. Barely had time to blink before the crones totted in. The weavess snipped a lock of Gran's hair. Called it punishment for letting the children escape. Then the hags opened the door in the floor. Went down. Down, down. Shame it weren't all the way to hell.
Take a look under the door.
I look like a fool to you?
No, you do look like the inquisitive type, though.
My inquisitiveness ends where folly begins.
Why'd the weavess need Gran's hair? Any idea?
The crones take folks' ears to hear all. Hair gives them power over folks' lives. There are times they weave the hair into odd strings. Other times they take it downstairs.
So get the hair back, burn
Stay
it.
in the chest until the crones left?
Wanted to. Sit tight and quiet, said to myself. Not peep out your beat till they go. But then Gran fell to the floor. Started screaming and tearing her hair out. Didn't know what to do. So I leapt out of the chest. Thought herbs might help her. The ones she cured the children's aches with. But Gran was no longer herself. She was a beast.
So, you give her the herbs?
Couldn't manage it. The crones came back. I dropped to my knees and begged them to spare Gran. Brewess piped up first. Naughty boy. Oh, naughty. Shouldn't say no when the sisters want to hear yes. Then the Wispess says, run, boy, run before your legs rot off. They all laughed, and I legged it.
You escaped. Consider yourself lucky.
I do, but I've not lost the ladies for long. If I'm to live, I must hide, and I can forget my cozy hole. It's the first place they'll look if they set out to nab me.
Try deeper in the swamp, maybe?
I suppose I must. And what will you do?
There's something in that cellar. The key to finding out what happened to Gran, I think.
Will you help her?
Provided it's not too late. Thanks, Johnny. And good luck to you.
Likewise. And if you happen on any water hags, give them a nice fat walloping on me behalf. Farewell, Witcher.
I like that kid. Thing. Whatever he is. Ah, I missed an opportunity to kill a bunch of them there. Their hides suffer quite a bit. Come on, girl. Seriously, man. Alright, we save, go down the bottom, and likely have a... I imagine take the hair and burn it, right? You just think. Maybe.
Did you learn anything?
Just as I thought. The crones probably cursed your mother, took a lock of her hair, then disappeared down the stairs. Cellar under the house. Cellar doors hidden.
In that case, we've no time to lose. Come.
Yeah, sure.
Let me go in first. Give you a shout if I find anything interesting.
So be it. Let's begin.
I highly doubt they would have said no and just let me go in and have them do nothing. They don't strike me as the kind of individuals that would listen and obey the Witcher. I imagine that's the chest that Johnny hid in.
Brought him.
Enter the cave. Where's the cave? Alright.
By the eternal fire. I've never seen so many before.
Looks unsavory. What is all this?
The trappings of a black magic ritual. Witches weave human hair through dolls they first curse. They gain a grasp on individual souls this way.
Think one of the dolls represents Anna? Can we free her if we find it?
It's the only way I know of. But there are risks involved. The items woven into the dolls, see them? They symbolize the individuals the dolls are meant to represent. We must find the doll that is Anna and take it from here.
Seem to know a lot about this.
From tomes on black magic. Initially, we burned any that we found. Recently, we decided it might be wise to read them first.
Poisoning your minds with magic? Superstition? What's the hierarch think of that?
Have you met the man?
No.
Neither have I.
This risk you mentioned. Take it we only get one shot at choosing the right doll.
I'll not chance it. I did not know Anna. You've learned much of her. Should find it easier to choose.
All right. Let's take a look at these dolls.
It's obviously not the doll with the human ear. Doll with the violet honeylock bloom. Don't remember anything about that. Little troll with bird feathers. I know she has red beads. She wore red beads around her neck. It has to be that one, right?
Red bead attached to this one. Anna wears a string of those around her neck.
As do half the women from Novigrad to Vengerberg. This cannot be the one.
All right. I'll look at the others.
Did it have white hair on it?
Bird feathers woven into this one. If I had to bet on it, I'd say this doll represented Philippa.
Philippa Eilhart, if that's true, then...
Relax. First name that came to mind, that's all. Philippa's way too clever for the crones to have snared her in some trap. Besides, we're not here for Philippa. We're here to save Anna, and I can't think of any link between her and bird feathers.
That might seem obvious. But what if it's a ruse, and this doll, in fact, symbolizes Anna?
I don't think that's how it works. I think the item has to be of significant importance to the person that it's representing. I don't think you can just sew fucking anything you want on there.
Doubtful. Crones would have no reason to employ trickery here. Should look at the others. This is interesting.
A doll with a flower? What's so interesting in that?
Not just any flower. A violet hollyhock. Baron once told me it was Anna's favorite flower.
And you believe this to be the doll?
Might very well be, but I can't be sure. Should look at the others.
Take a look at the red bead.
Red bead attached to this one. Anna wears a string of those around her neck.
As do half the women from Novigrad to Vengerberg.
And it's got...
This cannot be the one.
It's got white hair.
Alright. I'll look at the others.
Yeah, it's got white hair on it. It's definitely not the human ear. The human ear is the one off of that guy that we took. The bird feathers, again, obviously not hair. The red beads, I swear it's got human white hair on it. And her hair's not white. And this one is the woman's favourite flower.
A doll with a flower? What's so interesting in that?
Not just any flower. A violet hollyhock. Baron once told me it was Anna's favorite flower.
And you believe this to be the doll?
We'll go with it.
I'm sure it is. Taking it.
Quick, outside!
Was it right?
Mum, you're back.
I'm a genius.
All will be well. You're going to be fine.
Tammy, I'm dying.
She's not well. Raving. Doesn't rightly know what's happening. You're weak yet. You must rest.
No, listen to me. The crones. I was to be their beast to the end, forever. You broke their spell, but now I must go.
Well, what's she talking about, Witcher?
The crones deceived us. Their curse is a death sentence. No way to lift it, at least not in a way that would let Anna live. We broke their spell temporarily, partly. Now it's gotta run its course.
What? What does that mean?
She's dying.
It's good to see you together.
I'm sorry, Annie. For everything. I'm sorry.
Mother.
Tammy, do you remember that day on the inner?
Of course. Those plums are so sweet. In your dress so blue. You wove me a wreath of flowers. We laughed the day away.
Please, remember me like that.
I thank you. They had a chance to say goodbye. It was your doing.
Shame I couldn't do more.
Come, child. The eternal fire will soothe your pain.
Leave me be. Your pay will await you at Crow Perch. Collect it there.
At least I got to say goodbye, right?
None of this was your doing.
I know. Which makes it no easier to bear.
The pain will pass in time.
I'd like to believe that. I would.
You may have a moment with her. Then we must bury her and return to Novigrad.
Very well.
Well, no, I'll probably bump into her there. So it's nice to know not all of the Eternal Fire people are completely
Let's give her a
insane.
moment. Let her gather her wits. Once she has calmed, we return to Novigrad.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Roach, you're already on the bridge. Excellent work, Horst.
Come on, Roach.
So, what's it to be?
Ye seek trouble? Go.
Right, give me the coin. Tails, we clean the shit out of the stable.
Come on. Not so fast, Roach.
Yeah, that's not good. I saw feet hanging from the tree in red.
What the hell happened?
Hanged himself. Plain enough to see.
Was he drunk?
Yeah. Always knew the hooch would be his end.
If I'm to choose between a greater and lesser evil, I'd rather not choose at all. Usually, though, the stakes are just too damn high. Sometimes in choosing a greater evil, you do good, albeit in a small way. When I chose to save the orphans of the swamp, I couldn't know Anna would die, and I never thought the Baron would leave his wife where she lay, find a rope and hang himself. Most times, you make your choice and never look back.
Lost everything he cared for. No surprise he lost the will to live.
Don't look too concerned, you and your boys.
What would you have us do? Sit and wail? Baron was a good soldier, but settling in here at Crow's Perch, it made him soft. We'll introduce a new order. Things will be different now.
Did he hang himself? Or, you know, I often thought throughout all of this is that this guy especially was looking at him like he was weak. And these lot of men, like you said, they're dogs, but they wouldn't dare turn against me. If you show weakness, they might. But no, in saving those kids, who I think actually escaped, those bodies that the witches had were just old ones, I think, that they'd already had. Cloth doll. This is his daughter's doll. I don't suppose he left anything in my room for me, did he? In his room. But yeah, they kill their commander, who they see is now soft. And, the sergeant, I suppose, inherits the castle. When the guys come to claim the place, they'll take it for themselves. Doesn't appear to be anything else in here. Or maybe I'm overthinking things again. If Guardian demands, your supply problems don't interest us. The fact we signed the clear and the demands you fill for terms. If you do not, our mutual obligation will be rendered null and void. Your privilege will be revoked. Was it that one that was a letter to... the Baron's notes? No, there's no letter of suicide or anything, or even a payment. So, I'm either reading it into it too much, or the sergeant and his men turned on him. Because he saw him as soft. You notice the looks he got from his men throughout this entire thing when he was talking about his family, and then the botchling thing when he asked about what was the guy up to last night with the botchling.
Set out in search of fortune. Wait a spell. You're pale as oaty shite. Pox on a lot of you.
Nothing here for you. Nothing here for you.
So yeah, who wants to bet?
To your white mug.
What do you say? We hit the high road.
Boys say there's a
Set
last
out in
round
search
with the
of
villages
fortune.
that'll let you poker
Wait
for
a
a few
spell.
scraps. And this ain't no toothless old wench. Young and supple.
Yeah?
Frayed down to a shapely arse.
Sure.
Sure. Well, yeah, I may be reading too much into that, like I tend to do with every situation, but his men started viewing him as soft, especially his sergeant, and they had a lot to gain by removing him and, you know, becoming the Baron of the castle himself. So, yeah. Probably reading too much into it, like I have with every other situation, but...
You, white one. Think your two swords could take on 40?
Wild hunt, take them all.
But yeah, probably reading too much into that. But there you go.
Your coin is, or you prepare to have your marred blood on your
Well, there you go. Maybe if I'd let the kids die... But if I let the kids die, he probably wouldn't have hanged himself, I assume, or because his wife wouldn't be dead. But he doesn't strike me as the kind of... I mean, he got to see his wife again before she died, and his daughter, and he's sort of reconciled with them, and then he goes back and he's dead. The sergeant's sitting there sharpening his sword, and nobody seems to be too surprised that it's happened. In fact, he was like this, you know, really edgy. And he asked about the the botchling as well. And I don't know, I'm probably reading too much into it, like I have with every other fucking quest that I've done. But what are you gonna do? I gotta go to Novigrad next for that quest. And for the rest of this, it's got a bunch of side shit to do. But yeah, we'll scour the countryside and get all these next locations done. I'm like, it may seem like a lot to do, but it's not too much. Once you focus on individual areas at a time, you get all the stuff done, and then you're higher leveled and got better gear for the other quests, so they're not too much of a pain in the ass. But for now, we might call it a night, or I might come back to it in a bit. But I want to chill for a bit, so yeah. That's all for now. Be right back. Hey guys, a little bit of noteworthy crap. We got that cloth doll that was underneath the Baron. What's her face? His daughter's doll, which is a quest item. So I assume we hand it to her later on when we meet her again, which I think we're bound to do eventually.
Hey, yeah.
But anyway, where we're headed next? We've got a bunch of quests, I note, like scattered around all of the locations that we've already got. So we're gonna like grab them first, I think. If we do the quests that we've already got, they will lead us to generally areas. I mean, we'll stick to the quests that are in the south. But if we follow them, we'll do all the objectives on the way there, kind of thing. Some of them will actually be at the point of interest, so I imagine.
So, what's it to be? Gonna tell us where your coin is? Or are you prepared to have your mind?
Giddy up.
We've not...
Not looking good, I tell you.
Where's your gold? You can tell us willingly, or...
No, please, we've none left. Sir, help us.
Stay out of this.
Leave them alone.
What's it to you?
Won't stand by and watch you rob and murder them. Plain refuse to.
Got a sensitive one? Look away, woman. Still here? Oi! Get him! Fucking shit!
Kurt.
All together! Too fast, the whole son!
You never learn.
Thank ye, sir. I don't know who you are, but I thank ye.
Not looking
Slaughter
good,
us like
I tell you.
Surprised the rest of the fucking town guard didn't come and wipe me, try to attack me. Come on, Roach. Roach, you hear me? Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, dog. Good lord, man.
Move it.
What are you doing? Fucking horse flipped the hell out there. There you go. It's already starting to go haywire in the Baron's place since the Baron's dead. But yeah, this hunter quest is like the very first quest that we ever got when we arrived in this place, which I find quite funny. Takes us till now to eventually go get it.